One of the downsides about being dumb enough to put things out on the internet is that sometimes you say or think things that are just flat out wrong. And then you gotta admit it. And yes, I realize that I am technically pointing a loaded firearm at my face right now. But I think I'm gonna be okay, so just relax. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nobody and we are at the Untrained Unprofessional Workbench because I said something about the RXM that was an upgrade in my 21 upgrades video that was flat wrong. And what was it? Yeah, it's an ejector. I was wrong about the ejector. I said that was an upgrade. It's not. It's a downgrade. It's a problem. Now, I really should have gone down this road when I was out doing the 250 round initial test, and I was noticing that occasionally it felt like I was not able to completely seat the magazine. And honestly, I just thought it was me being dumb or doing something stupid, you know, probably a combination of both is what I thought. And I did not explore it further. Well, I really started looking at this when I was going through and fixing the Glock slide, the RXM slide, and then I was going to do a little bit of polishing on the trigger group, and then I discovered that, hey, when you insert a magazine, the round, before it even gets to the mag release, is pushing up on the ejector, which is not good, especially when you have a fully loaded magazine. Under duress and your slide is locked back, you slam that mag in and it can cause interesting things to happen, like breaking your ejector, which I didn't do. Luckily, I found it now. So I decided that I was going to see what it took to fix that. Alright, so the thing that I thought was an upgrade turns out that it's really a downgrade or a negative, because here I have the magazine not even fully inserted, the mag release hasn't even caught onto it yet, and it is hitting the ejector. So in order to get this to sit all the way, have the magazine release, which is why sometimes it felt like I was struggling to insert the magazine all the way when I was initially doing my test, is that it has to compress that round. And I don't like that. So what we need to do is shape this ejector until it does not touch the round. So I'm just going to use a stone, and I'm going to come in on the inside and just kind of brush it away, and I'm going to check my work often. Well, that's about as far as I dare go. And it does sit nice and easy. Now, if dremeling and filing isn't your cup of tea, you could always just replace it, you know, with an OEM part. You want to see how it's done? Alright, so you're going to need to remove your trigger bar and your housing out of your fire control insert, and you can actually stop at this point if you want. What you'll do is take, you know, like a 1/16 punch, and this little guy right here, which is just kind of like a, call it a plastic retainer pin, you just want to push out. It's going to click, it'll have a little bit of resistance, but that is going to open up your ejector in the housing. Take a small flat screwdriver, come to the back of your ejector housing, and you are just going to push. You're going to have a little bit of resistance. You'll come to the front, push a little bit more until it is fully out. Now, as you can see, the one that I was working on, this guy, looks very similar to a factory replacement. So it is possible to do. Then to reinstall, you're just going to reverse the process, shove it in. You can use your workbench to push down a little bit. Take your little retaining pin, and this is side specific. You'll notice that the back has a hollow spot. Just going to line it up and push it in. Before you fully assemble, you do want to test just to make sure everything's going to be okay. I have the fire control insert into the grip, but I don't have any of the pins holding it in place. Now, it is possible for you to over insert still and cause this fire control insert to move, but you have to do a reasonable amount of force to do it. So I pushed up pretty hard there on the bottom, but with reasonable force, it doesn't move. That's what you're looking for. With overexertion, you can still break the ejector. However, I think what we did was minimize or shrink that window for the margin of error involved just by reducing that overall height of that ejector, either by doing the work yourself or replacing it with a factory one. So as you can see, it's a pretty easy to do process. You don't really need anything special other than just a little bit of time and the willingness or the part. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys.